Hey guys, welcome back to the Backlog, and 3,000 episodes. 3 goddamn thousand. That is incredible, and here we are at episode 3,000. That's really weird to say that at this point I've been on YouTube for 5 years. 5 goddamn years, but what a hell of 5 years and 3,000 episodes we've been. And in order to celebrate that entire thing, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys something good. So guess what? You're gonna hear me talk a lot. For my 3,000th episode of the Backlog, I wanted to go ahead and do something that I want to do during the 1,000th episode, but just didn't end up doing. In this, I want to talk about all of the video games that I've currently played on the Backlog, at least giving 2 sentences about my experience or making a shitty, horrible joke. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Sonic Adventure DX. First game we ever played on the Backlog and a definite childhood favorite. There's room for a return since I do want to explore the Chow Garden and other versions like the Dreamcast one. Fallout. First time I completed a Fallout game and a relatively good time. I didn't get scared off by the older gameplay style. Fallout 2. Though I exploited the shit out of the game and had a pretty hectic final boss fight, I loved it a lot more than Fallout 1. I would probably go back to play this one to do it a little bit more normally. Fallout 3. Good experience, but definitely burned me out on the series for a long time. It was fun, but the DLC just dragged on for too long. Pokemon Emerald. One of my favorite Pokemon games of all time. Though the playthrough was made before my Pokemon Generations marathon, so it needs to be played again. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Stardust Accelerator. Fun story to go through, but the massive grind for good cards was ass. Also, the final battles are a piece of shit. Digimon World Redigitize. The World Series is not my favorite due to me not really liking monster raising games, but it was pretty fun. Best World Series game, even though it was the only one I had beaten at the time. Digimon World Data Squad. A classic game from my childhood, but not very fun. I liked all the Digivolution options, but it was still pretty boring story-wise. Star Fox Assault. My favorite Star Fox game and one of the most fun in my opinion. Definitely need to redo this one since the old episodes are sort of shit. Digimon World DS. Grindy ass game, but still a lot of fun. I need to redo this one due to glitches that sort of ruined my experience during the Let's Play. Digimon Anode Cathode Tamer Vidramon version. A game that I've been looking at for as long as I can remember due to it being some of the first Let's Play content I ever saw. Fun, but got really repetitive. Kirby's Dream Land. Very short, but still fun. Probably will never return to this one due to the shortness, but there's always the hard mode. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Super fucking long, but it was fun to play the entire game with Zephram, and is a great showing of me and him throughout college. Probably will redo this one due to missing episodes. Digimon World Dusk. Always a fun game with a lot of amazing sprites. I want to do a randomizer run on this game's counterpart at some point. Digimon World Redigitize Decode. Better than the original and has a storyline surrounding the Purple Boy, so you know I have to like it. Sign me the hell up for another playthrough on real hardware for this one. Mega Man. First Mega Man game and surprisingly easy for me to get through. Very boring though. Mega Man 2. I have no idea why I struggled so hard against the final boss. Overrated in my opinion, but still fun. Mega Man 3. Good game and has the nice addition of the slide. The Doc Robot fights are still pretty stupid. Mega Man 4. Thought this one was going to be shit when I played it. Ended up having a ton of fun and made an eternal bond with Ring Man. Mega Man 5. Most by the numbers Mega Man game. More fun than 1, but only because the charge shot is OP. Mega Man 6. My favorite classic Mega Man game. The Rush adapters make this game a shit ton of fun to play. Mega Man V. Played this one as Roll for some reason, but I had a lot of fun. A little bit too long for a Game Boy game, but I'm not complaining. Mega Man 7. It's cool with the addition of my favorite character, Bass, but it's only okay. The final boss can suck a dick. Mega Man 8. Jump, jump, slide, slide. The Elmer Fudd impression and seeing people in my dreams makes this game legendary. Mega Man and Bass. People tend to hate this game, but I like playing as Bass, so fuck it. Gotta do a Mega Man and GBA version run at some point. Rockman Strategy. This game is ass, Taiwanese, and makes no sense. 10 out of 10 would recruit no Robot Masters again. Persona 5 Strikers. Great sequel to Persona 5 with the best character, Old Man French Dude. Still wished it took place after Persona 5 Royal, though. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. One of my favorite series of all time, and a legendary game for my existence online. I wish I could go back and do Purity Force legit, but fuck that. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. I still have no idea why I haven't played more of this series. One of my favorite video game series of all time, to be truthful. Pokemon Snap. Taking pictures of Pokemon, but there's no Pokey Tits. 0 out of 10 needs more furry shit. Good game, though. Tail Concerto. The beginning of the Little Tail Bronx series, and one of the most quaint and charming platformers of all time. One of the many reasons I have to fight furry allegations. Sonic Rush. Another classic game from my childhood, but man, the bottomless pits. Although, it is the first appearance of Blaze the Cat, and that makes the game incredible. Solatorobo Red the Hunter. Just a better Tail Concerto, and a lot longer, too. This is an amazing game that everybody should try once, even with the price tag. Sonic Rush Adventure. People hate the shit out of this game, but I love it more than most Sonic games. The Sanae's feels are at a maximum here. Sonic Roboblast 2. First fan game on the list, and an amazing one at that. I beat the game with pretty much every character and had a good time. Final Fantasy VII. First Final Fantasy game I've ever beaten, and it does live up to the hype. I really need to go back and play the spin-offs for this and the rest of the series. Kingdom Hearts. People overcomplicate the series since they lack basic reading skills, though this one sort of sucks in my opinion. Play Kingdom Hearts 2 instead. Shantae. Classic side-scrolling adventure game and has amazingly designed characters. Still impressive that this was even on the Game Boy Color. Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories. Riku is the much better playthrough, but both halves are many years apart in recording. The GBA version will be played at some point. Sonic Mania. Amazing classic Sonic game and definitely needs a playthrough on the Encore mode for the channel. It was the first classic Sonic game I beat ever. Fuga Melodies of Steel. Still trying to beat the furry allegations, but it's a heart-wrenching story with really good tactical gameplay that keeps you hooked. Marvel's Avengers. This game no longer exists, so I can't play it ever again. Miss Marvel was really annoying and the game was really meh. Half-Life. One of the most formative FPSs of all time and a certified classic. Though first-person platforming is sort of dumb, it's still an amazing experience. Metal Gear. For the first stealth game and the first game in one of my favorite series of all time, it's not bad. It's also sort of boring and needs a 3D remake to tell the story better, since it's so important to the series at large. Metal Gear 2. Incredible improvements and amazing graphics for the time. Still integral to the series and also deserves a remake. Metal Gear Solid. I always wondered why I never played this game first, but it lives up to the reputation. My thumb still hurts though. Shin Megami Tensei. My first SMT game, and it kicked my ass so many times that it got me addicted to the ass kicking. Don't play the SNES version like I did though. Just play the PS1 version now. Sonic Unleashed. People hate the Werehog way too much, though I will agree that the battle music gets very annoying. I played the PS3 version, and I wholeheartedly recommend the new PC port more. Shin Megami Tensei 9. My favorite SMT game. Hands down. I can't read a single second of it, but its uniqueness makes it a must-play if you have an original soft-modded Xbox. Shin Megami Tensei Imagine. First MMO in this list, and usually I can't complete these, but due to its shutdown status, I could. This game is way too complicated, but is also a great celebration of the Megaten series. Donkey Kong Country. After playing this as a child and getting my ass kicked by it, I never tried it again. Until college friends forced me to, and I had a fun time. Pokemon Legends Arceus. One of the best modern Pokemon games, and a great reference to Gen 4. I'm very excited for Legends EA, since I own a Switch 2 now. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force Evolution. Dating sim Yu-Gi-Oh! Go. Fun game, but the dating aspect is really dumb in this one, and the AI is as dumb as a sack of bricks. Fire Emblem Mystery of the Emblem. Fun to play, one of the most formative Fire Emblem games. I love the series, but I will probably never return to this one. Bomberman Generations. Second Bomberman game I ever beat, and I had a lot more fun with this one for some reason. Good art style and fun gameplay. Bomberman Jetters. First Bomberman game I ever beat, and is nowhere near as crazy as the anime this is based off of. Generations was better in my opinion, and that was the game that came before this. Digimon World 3. Always wanted to play this one, and is the origin of the Backlog series as a whole. More of a basic RPG, but still a shit ton of fun. Pokemon Coliseum. One of the best Pokemon games based off its atmosphere alone. Mount Battle was a significant challenge for me, but I still beat it. Mega Man 9. Massive downgrade compared to 6. Not bad, I just missed the charge shot and slide. Mega Man 10. Big upgrade, but I usually only play as base in this one. Mega Man is sort of boring and base is always more based. Mega Man 11. This is where the classic series should have gone for 9. Amazing graphics and a better way to continue off of Mega Man 8. Mega Man X. A series to rival classic Mega Man, and this one does an amazing job besting it. Really good game, hands down. Mega Man X2. A great sequel to a great game. X2 is just better X1, and should be what most sequels should be. Mega Man X3. Sort of a side grade to X2 with a lot more cool exploration features and a sick golden armor. Though I wish X's butt buddy didn't suck shit though. Mega Man X4. One of my favorite Mega Man games of all time and a needed replay for X's story. I always know what I'm fighting for when I play this one. Mega Man Battle Network. Amazing spin-off series with great redesigns of classic characters. If only the gameplay wasn't complete ass for this first one. Sonic Frontiers. A great game for an unsurprisingly shit run of Sonic games. Though the poppin' was awful, I'll return to this at some point to do the DLC. Digimon Story Lost Evolution. A game I've been waiting to be translated for decades. A ton of fun and even better than Dusk and Dawn. 7th Stand user. Weird that my first JoJo game on the channel was a fan game, but it should just be official at this point. An amazing story and a great love letter to Stardust Crusaders. Cube World. Alpha was better, we all know that at this point, but I didn't have an awful time with it. Though I'd rather do an alpha playthrough than go back to Cube World Beta. Pokemon Infinite Fusion. One word. Gardevoir. That's all that needs to be said. Lego Star Wars. The original modern Lego game, and it is janky as fuck. Lots of cool unique features, but just play the complete saga. The Shin Megami Tensei 2. I must kill God again, and it feels so much better this time. SMT2 is a classic, but can kick your ass just as much as the first one. Sonic the Hedgehog. Never actually beat the original Sonic game before this Let's Play, and it fucking sucks in my opinion. I have no idea why this series took off, but I'm glad it did. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. People love this game. I think they're brain dead. I don't really like Sonic 2, and the special stages are one of my main reasons. Digimon Adventure 02 Tag Tamers. Cool sequel to Anode Cathode Tamer, but this game is super lacking in info online. The final boss is like a cheat code you have to do with your balls. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 2. The story is sort of weird since there pretty much is none. I went with Tits again, and her AI got a little bit better. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Now this is an amazing game. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is leagues better than Sonic 1 and 2, and I have no idea why I never beat it before that point. Fuga Melodies of Steel 2. Sequel to the gut-wrenching story of furries in a tank. Even better gameplay and dives even further into the story of the series. Infamous. I love this series and wish it had more than 3 games and 2 minigames. Cole is amazing and this is an incredible game. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I could never say anything bad about my favorite game of all time. Though going for 100% completion was really dumb and I hated that part. Super Mario Bros. The game that saved the US home gaming industry. Amazing for the time, but is very boring in my opinion. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. One of the most charming RPGs of all time. First time I beat it, and I will definitely continue the series in the future. Sonic Superstars. It's a pretty mediocre Sonic game with a cool 4-player mode. I have to do the extra mode at some point to see the true ending, though. Pokemon Yellow. The beginning of the Pokemon Generations Marathon and a lot of fun to play on real hardware. This team will live on, surely. Persona 5 Tactica. I love tactics games, and this one was still pretty fun. I have to do the DLC at some point since it comes from Royal, and Royal is pretty based. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games Wii. The best minigame collection of all time in my opinion. Always a ton of fun to break out during Christmas. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. This game is very long, but the story is super good in my opinion. The sequel is definitely on my games to-do list. Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones. Fun game, but sort of a basic story. I have to do the other side of the story at some point, but don't expect it anytime soon. Shin Megami Tensei If. The originator of the Persona series and a pretty fun game in its own right. But that one dungeon that took me over 8 hours can suck a dick. Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. Big money sink for me due to wanting to get all of the Skylanders, but honestly still a fun little RPG. Wish we got an actual new Spyro game instead of this though. Totally not salty. Pokemon Stadium. It's a Pokemon battle simulator that I have to do the second run in. Very fun, but so repetitive it got extremely boring by the end. Star Fox. A classic in 3D technology, but so laggy it hurts my existence. Don't know why I did every route in the game, but it must have been good enough for me to feel like doing it. Animal Crossing. This one is marked as completed, even though there's no real way to finish it. It was my first long play of an Animal Crossing game, and I got to a pretty satisfying finish. Star Fox 64. A certified hood classic. This is why Star Fox is one of my favorite game series of all time. Revelations Persona. A tough-ass game, but still a very heart-wrenching story. I just wish Mark danced crazy for me. Ape Escape. Monkeys, 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 monkeys! Kingdom Hearts 2. KH2 is amazing, and I recommend everyone try it out. Fantastic boss fights, a good understandable story, and amazing atmosphere. Ratchet and Clank. I have no idea why I haven't played more of this series. The humor is top-notch, but it takes until the next game for gameplay perfection. Klonoa Door to Phantomile. A very near and dear game to me that still has an impact on my person. The ending is still one of the saddest in all of gaming. Pokemon Silver. Generation 2 was where most people think Pokemon peaked. I don't agree, but damn, this is an amazing sequel. Terraria. For the longest time, I thought this game was Minecraft in 2D, and boy was I wrong. This game is really fucking good, and gets even better in multiplayer. Pokemon Trading Card Game. The Pokemon TCG was my first TCG, so I liked it quite a bit. I used an OP deck to destroy the game, and I did the wave on everyone's graves. Warhammer 40k Space Marine. A lot of fun, but I still don't know shit about the series. I'm still trying to find that goddamn Warhammer. Sonic Riders. The most complex Sonic racing game, and it's still really good despite that. Though the story is laughable as fuck, and I'm still confused on the special race to see who's the fastest. Sonic Heroes. Fun playthrough since I had so many people help me out with it. Thank you again to everybody that was in those videos. Digimon Rumble Arena. I don't like this fucking game, but something about it drew me back in. This game had Stockholm Syndrome on me 10 out of 10. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. An amazing story with an admittedly basic RPG system on top. Fun to see all of the Digimon in 3D, but it's just sort of basic to me. Monster Hunter. This series got me pretty hooked, and it's still hard as fuck. This was my first Monster Hunter game, and now I know why so many people love the series. But not this one. Kirby's Adventure. An actual fun video game versus the first one. Added copy abilities and actually made Kirby. Demon's Souls. My first Soulsborne game, and damn, it was really fucking hard. I exploited the shit out of it to get endgame stuff early, but it still kicked my ass. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. One of the best stories of all time, and such a bittersweet ending that still brings a tear to my eye. The gameplay is still basic as fuck, but at least I can run fast. Fuga Mellies of Steel 3. An epic conclusion to one of my favorite video game trilogies. Even better gameplay and an even better story. Castlevania. This series is an absolute classic, but I am bad at video games. No clue how I'm going to beat the later games in the series. Nexomon. A very early Let's Play that never got more than like 2 episodes. This one will probably be picked up, but will be restarted. Digital Monster card game version Wonderswan. The card game itself is a ton of fun, but I can't read it for shit. Might take another go at this one with some Google Translate pictures. Digital Tamers Reborn. A really good Digimon fan game that I never gave a full chance. We'll return to this one at some point. Christmas Nights Into Dreams. This game was just a one-off on the channel, but it does have more than I showed off. Probably a Christmas Let's Play at some point. Slender the 8 Pages. Why did I even play this game? Don't plan on coming back to this one, but I didn't actually beat it. WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Another one-off, and we'll probably never return to it. I like wrestling games, but it will probably take me forever to actually play this one. Super Monkey Ball 2. Fun series and really fun multiplayer, but I never played the story mode. I'll probably play this one some point. Hopefully. Mario Party 7. This series sucks in my opinion, and I dislike most board game video games. Though I suck at all the mini games, and this is probably why. SCP Containment Breach. I really don't like horror games because I get scared super easy. Though this is one I'll probably return to. The Flash. This game sucks ass and is fucking hilarious. I will never return to this game unless I hate myself. Genshin Impact. I sort of misjudged this game when I first played it and actually think it's sort of fun, though I have no idea when I will ever continue it. Mega Man X Dive. This game got taken down, but it got put back up as an offline game instead. We'll probably need to play it for the Mega Man X Marathon. Club Penguin Island. Yes, this game is completable. Will I ever actually do that? Probably not. Pokemon Brick Bronze. This game got wiped off the internet a couple of years ago, but it's never really gone at this point. Probably the only Roblox game I intend to beat, though it'll take a while. Pokemon Conquest. I did beat the main story of this game, but the main story is only like 1% of the game due to the multiple different playthroughs. It's a lot of fun, and I have no idea why I haven't gotten back to it. Sonic World. This game has a shit ton of controversy attached to it, but I still want to play through all of it. I also want to play the DX version, but it'll have to wait. Staxel. I played like 2 episodes of this and dropped it. It's a 3D voxel farming game, and I want to return to it, but it'll probably be restarted when that happens. Pokemon Mystery Universe. Really cool fan MMO that I actually want to complete. I'll need to gather a group for it at some point. Man, I like to say that a lot. Lego Universe. This was one of the first MMOs I ever saw gameplay of, and is pretty much dead. Though I can still play it through a private server, and because of that, I can complete it. Final Fantasy XIV. This game is long as fuck and will take me forever to be completed. It's very fun, but it'll take a long time before I play it again. Atlas. Big Titties furry game is pretty fun, and slapping goat ass needs to be achieved. This game isn't even complete, so beating it won't happen anytime soon. Pokemon Clover. This game is fucked up, and I love it a lot. I lost the Nuzlocke off screen, but I still want to beat it due to all the references. Digimon World 4. This game is my worst fucking nightmare. It is the worst Digimon game ever and has a goddamn chokehold on me. I'm literally at the final boss, but I still can't find the motivation to beat it. Star Wars The Old Republic. This MMO is pretty big since there's like 8 different storylines, but I want to beat it since I like the KOTOR series so much. Assassin's Creed. This is a pretty classic series for me, but the first game is still pretty ass. I will return to the series at some point, but I'll need to rewatch my Let's Play so I remember what actually happened. Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers. I technically beat the main story of this game, but there's still a shit ton of things to do in this game. The DLC is very expansive with shit tons of moves to get. Digimon Survive. I actually did beat this game, but it has a true ending that I need to see. It's a stream series at this point, but it'll take me a long time to beat it. Digimon Survive. I actually did beat this game, but it has a true ending that I need to see. It's a stream series at this point, but it'll take me a long time to beat it. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. This game is so confusing to me, and I need a very specific person to help me beat it. Don't expect me to return to this series for a while because of that. One Piece Odyssey. Fun RPG game with the One Piece characters and art style. I just randomly lost interest in it at some point, so I'll be back to it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Psyche-Oh! Card Battle. This game is weird as fuck and says the F slur multiple times for no reason. Based as fuck, but it'll take me a while to return to this one. Star Wars Empire at War. We're actually very close to the end of this one, but it does have 3 different campaigns. Don't know if we'll ever do the other campaigns, but me and Zeph will get this one done. Fossil Fighters. Really fun game, but I'm planning on finishing this one up with a friend. So I gotta wait for that, but I do want to play it again after that. Digimon Story Super Cross Wars Red. It was cool to be able to play this one, but it's still fully in Japanese. Another one to break out the Google Pictures Translate for. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Wii. I really like this series, but the first one is probably the worst. I'll probably finish this one up when the 2028 Olympics happen. Pal World. I still need to beat this one since I have a shit ton of fun whenever I play it. Abusing animals and turning them into slaves is too much fun to drop. Fire Emblem Sacred Breeze. Being as this is my own fan game, I'll probably beat it whenever I get back into the series. It will be legendary. Mega Man Battle Network 2. I did beat the main story of this one, but the post-game is very important to the rest of the series. I need to complete the post-game, which means getting all the chips, which sucks. DC Universe Online. Another MMO that would seem to be incompletable, but it's so old that it's not getting enough updates to say it won't be ending soon. We'll probably play it again, don't know when. Harvest Moon. I was halfway through this game and having a lot of fun, but I don't really know why I stopped, but it'll probably be picked up at some point. Tomodachi Life. Currently still working on this one and having a lot of fun. You can't really complete this one, but I'll probably see everything this game has to offer by the end of it. Pokemon Tower Defense. Stopped this playthrough due to the massive grinding needed to continue. This one will be continued, but I have no idea when. Persona 2 Innocent Sin. Another current stream Let's Play. Still being worked on, but on a hiatus currently. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. I beat the main game and even the post-game for this one, but there's still more. The post game will need to be beaten, along with the special episodes. Ellen. This game is really cool, but also a kick in the balls. I want to play more of this, but I have no idea when I'll come back to it. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Let's Go Radiant Adventure Squad. It's really cool that this game got a full translation after so many years, and is very charming compared to the rest of the PMD games. Though, due to loss of many of the Wii's online features, it's hard for me to get all the stuff done in the game. Monster Hunter 2 Dose. This game has a hell of a reputation, but is still a shit ton of fun, though the game is currently on break until I get back into the Monster Hunter series. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. This game's on break until everyone I play it with can come back together to play it. It's more fun than the original, but I still don't know shit about the series. Monster Hunter Frontier. A really fun MMO that is pretty much just Monster Hunter 2 on steroids. We'll return when I return to Monster Hunter 2. Persona 5 The Phantom X. A Let's Play that I have to return to at some point. Also taking a break due to losing interest though. Super Mario Bros. USA. This game is a game that we're currently playing through, so it's probably going to get beaten soon. It's a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be though. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. This game can go on forever and shows no sign of stopping at any point. We'll probably never be able to beat it due to that and the fact that there's no real story. Toontown. This MMO has no story and can go on forever, even if it's a dead MMO, though I still want to play it again. Iron Man 3. Not sure why I wanted to write this one down, but it's probably my favorite iOS game from when I was a kid. No way to complete this one since it's an auto runner that has no ending. Sonic Forces Speed Battles. I love all the cool outfits you can have in the game, but it's still pretty boring. Won't return to this one anytime soon. Club Penguin. It's fucking Club Penguin. Of course it's unfinishable.
I'd like to come back to it every now and again, but I have no clue when. Wii Sports. I always loved playing this game, but it also doesn't have an ending. I could play all the mini games, but that would pretty much be the end of it. Wii Sports Resort. Pretty much the same deal as this game's prequel. There's no way to beat the game, but it is fun to come back to with friends. Garry's Mod. Another one of my favorite games of all time due to its massive amount of mods and creativity. It's Gmod. This thing has no such thing as an ending. Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. A recent mobile game that I had some fun throwing a Marowak at people with, but sadly it didn't keep my attention for very long. Dragalia Lost. I like that this had a Persona 5 Strikers crossover, but this game has been completely deleted by Nintendo. I have no way of playing this game ever again. Minecraft. Seeing as Minecraft is one of the most viewed games on my channel, it will never leave rotation on my series, as long as there's still more mods to play. I might do a vanilla Let's Play at some point, but not sure when. Team Fortress 2. Being that this is a multiplayer FPS, there's no way to beat Team Fortress 2. Though I'll probably play this game until I'm dead anyway. Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. If you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, then you know that this game is dead except for all of its cutscenes. I did play it for a bit, but I didn't get very far. Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Dark Road. Same deal with Union Cross, the game's dead. Though I do want to watch the cutscenes for these two games at some point. Legends of Equestria. The real evidence that I am indeed still a brony. I think this is still in development, so I can't beat it at this time. Phasmophobia. Another multiplayer game. I'm not sure if I'll ever return to this one due to me thinking it was pretty boring. Pokemon Unite. Pokemon, League, Basketball. It was okay, but I'll probably never return to it. PlayStation Home. PlayStation Home was probably my first ever social media game, and I loved the shit out of it. This isn't even really a game in a way, so there's no way to beat it, but I'd still love to explore all the places in it. Sven Co-op. Seeing as this is meant to be a multiplayer game with a lot of custom campaigns, it may be possible to beat it, but I'd like to do it with a large group of people, which would be hard to do. Star Wars Galaxies. This is probably one of the coolest MMOs of all time, and is very hard to convince people to play. It has no quest, and is much more of a make-your-own-adventure MMO. Digimon New Century. Chinese iOS game that I still can't fully play due to translation. It does have Randomon in it, so that's pretty cool. Sea of Thieves. Multiplayer game with theoretically no end. It would be fun to play more of it though. Helldivers 2. I enjoyed this one, but I don't see myself coming back anytime soon. Digimon Masters. Cursed game, never coming back. Digimon RPG Online. I love this game, but I can't come back to it due to the company being a piece of shit. And so, those were all the games I've played on the backlog to this point. Even if we've hit episode 3000, that doesn't mean I'm going to be stopping anytime soon with the backlog. And, well, if there's 3,000 of them, we could probably shoot for another 5 million of them. Either way, this is just here at the end of the video, sort of unscripted, just saying thank you to all you guys who watch any of the videos, support me in any kind of way, and just all that kind of stuff. You guys make this kind of stuff worthwhile, just seeing your guys' responses, seeing you guys loving it, seeing you guys hating it in any kind of way. But yeah, that was pretty much episode 3000. I hope you guys enjoyed all the shitty jokes and everything else in between. I don't really know what's going to happen for episode 4000, but we'll find something dumb to do at that point. And before I end this episode, I want to thank all of my YouTube members, including the True Epsilons, Shiolia Leo, the Disciples of Epsilon, Light Duo, Cloud Eon 14, Dominic Jones, and Darcy Lanfranco. The Epsilon Sage, Phoenix. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't stay afloat, so thanks for all the support, and I'll see you guys next time on The Backlog.